What's up, everyone? Welcome to Baseball 4 Podcast here. You see our matching hats here.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, excuse us, we're on lunch. Episode 51. Thank you guys for joining. This is going to be a quick one here. Welcome back, Lira. We are back. We've been on a little
hiatus.
little busy with Braves Baseball Academy, keeping us busy. But with that being said, our teams are pretty much formed. We're going to talk about holdbacks, reclassifying. What do you guys think about it? And the do's and don'ts about that. Maybe people have different opinions. But happy Friday, everyone. Lira, go ahead, eat your wing. I'm starving.
Sorry about that. How'd that taste?
Amazing.
Yeah, welcome back to episode 51.
Oh, my God. You all right?
Oh my God. I'm not used to it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. But no, excited to be back, to be honest. It's been a while. We're here. We're going to talk about some good stuff, good information that I think it's very important for us to touch on. The ranch keeps falling. It's making me uncomfortable.
We got new cameras.
Do we?
Yeah, they look nice. They look pretty good. Shout out to our sponsor. Thank you out there for sponsoring these cameras. It's been great.
Wingstop?
You guys tell us what you guys think about these cameras. They've been pretty high quality, I should say, right?
Yeah,
but anyway, Let's get to it. We got any updates for these for everyone? Everyone out there, PG All State this weekend. Good luck to all our Braves playing PG All State. The NTIS stuff, we got a bunch of kids that have gone that are alumni and all that good stuff. So good luck to you guys. The month of August, Braves Baseball Academy, we take it off. We like to condition. Our boys been getting after it out there with Tori Hardcourt Fitness. And little by little, we introduced ground balls, relays, and we hit for a good 30, 40 minutes. Our catch has been doing great work with Coach Ruben. It's been going great.
Yeah. Like we always like to,
Get excited.
to say, in August, we like to take the month off from playing and regroup, get our kids to kind of see what they need to do, work on, whether it be strength training, conditioning. And then, of course, the baseball, we all want to play and all that, but I think that's very important. Everyone looks over the strength and conditioning part of baseball, which is going to happen a lot in high school, so get used to it for those kids and parents as well. We want to see everybody out there. We want to see everybody participate because it is something that it gives you guys a glimpse of what happened at the next level, and for these kids to get used to working out and practicing at the same day. Because that's what you're gonna do, and you're not gonna do it twice a week. You're gonna do it 5 times a week, and you should be doing it on your own. Sometimes 6, 7 times a week. So I think it was an eye opener for those newcomers that did come with these to the Braves Academy to show them that we care
Baseball
about
Academy.
their Braves Baseball Academy. There you go.
said Braves Academy.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. But let's talk about the academies though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to get right to it. Because holy cow, all of a sudden we got American, National, we got all these
Gold,
names.
Navy.
I just didn't realize that we had to go in that deep into it,
Yeah. So, I mean, people, what's the difference between a National, American, or Navy and Gold, or Black? Other organizations are Black, Gray, Select, and all that good stuff. To me, it categorizes where you're going to, what tournament you should join. I mean, as a parent or as a player, you don't want to go to a tournament, if it's a perfect game where you triple a say or wherever it's at, and and have a bad experience in the sense of like, do you want to give up 40 runs in 3 games, or are we ready for it? And obviously we preach the next level, and we're never going to know if we're ready or not if you don't join the tournament. But I think by now we know what team out there is who's who, and who can do what. So it's really important for us coaches to really be cautious on what tournament we join with what team.
Yeah, I agree, to be honest, and it's.
You don't have to agree though.
But I agree with that statement, right? With that outlook of it. But then there's also some parents that are just or players or just anyone in general, even coaches. Feel like they have to go, and the best saying is surround my guy with the best players so they can get better, which I agree.
Oh, you big dog.
I agree, but whether it be American national, gold, navy, silver, white, whatever, or color, whatever color it is, if you're still getting the same instruction, if you're still getting the same development, the only difference might be a tournament here and there that might be more difficult than the other. What is the outcome of the long run of that? Do we care about going into a PG in a double A or a major? Or like we're gonna get the same result about developing the player, whether or not like I'm a guy that goes in there and you go, if you practice with these best players, you get better at practice. In the games, you get your reps and you do whatever you got to do, and then you see like you realize in games what you need to work on at practice again. Does that take a name of the team to get that,
No.
or would it just be playing and practicing to get that?
To me, practice is everything. Like practice is where we get to see like what the kids can actually, what we preach and teach, if they can do it or not. Obviously in the game, it's like, yeah, we throw them in there, but it's an hour and 30, sometimes you play 4 innings, sometimes you play 5. I mean, can the kid, the game goes by so fast, and for some of these kids and coaches, it could speed up on you. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have 13, 14 kids, or you have 12, you're betting all 12. Some of these kids only get one at bat, whatever it is. But I think it's like everything right now. Like kids don't take a break. There's no break in between anymore. And no disrespect out there to tournament directors, but they keep throwing tournaments and tournaments and tournaments, and people want to join them. The Braves Baseball Academy, it's so we take August off. We in the sense of like we just started throwing a ball yesterday, with X amount of feet, but we don't play any tournaments in August. And some tournament directors already know that. Some people already know that we don't play any tournaments out there, and parents get really, not confused, but they're like newcomers, I should say, are like, wait a minute, why aren't these guys playing tournaments? And to me, why I do it, because they definitely need a month off of training and going back to the basics. And then in September, we start off with Sunday League, which that's another thing that the Sunday League stuff, some parents or some kid, players or teams that don't believe in it. Like, I think if your team needs it, you got to do it.
Yeah.
If you're going from 13U to drought 5 to a BB Core bat 60-90, you definitely want to play those 9-inning games with no time limit. You're guaranteed 9 innings or 7 innings with a 2-hour time limit. Let's just say 2:15. It's almost a high school feel, of what the next level is, where it's going to be at. And you get you get 3-4 at bats, especially with those organizations out there that, hey, we're going to go 5 batters and switch, which is also a great thing because you really, really, it's organized. You don't let it get out of control. We don't care about the wins and losses there.
I bet you that if PG came out with a Sunday League, people wouldn't complain about joining that one. I think the names of things attached with Sunday League, I think it's the problem, the outlook. Like, to me, like, dude,
we should have a Baseball 4 podcast, Sunday League, and we should just
Sundays,
and just sit there
for 2 hours and just talk and practice.
Yeah,
practice our questions. Practice our
Bring parents in as they're playing. Kids are playing. Like, hey, what do you got for us?
Yeah, no, I think that'd be dope. But I mean, I just think that Sunday League should be nothing less than looked on than just getting your work in. I mean, holy cow! There's like, I think it's most important, especially 12s going to 13s with that big old jump, with bases and everything. And I think that's when Sunday League should be like a normal thing, right? Maybe the first 2 months.
Right.
I know there's in October, PG has that big tournament that we all love to go to, but I think the first month, that's what we're doing with our 13s. Now is Sunday League in September. Go play tournaments in October then get used to it, get ready. Yeah. 14U is doing the same thing. And I think parents start to realize that jump in 13, 14s where they're starting to be okay with it.
Yeah.
Because they know how important that is. But even with the lower divisions, those young kids, I mean, dude, a lot of it is confidence.
You get to see who can do it and who can't in a Sunday League game. Like, if your kid, I want my kid to pitch more. I want my kid to get more infield reps. So then in Sunday League, you utilize that if you can do it on not a meaningless game, but a game that there's obviously no pressure. because it's not a tournament format. So if you can do it in a Sunday league game, cool. Go, hey, go pitch your 2 innings or catch. It's like those are two, prime positions. That's like they're all prime, but it's like those are key positions that if you can do it or not. So that Sunday league stuff, it's not for everybody, and I understand that, but I think it's from the 13U going to 14U. That's a big, big jump for these kids, especially the kids that are not getting held back. They're going straight from 13U, to high school.
Yeah. Well, talking about holding back, how do we? Because like when I grew up and we were growing up, that was never like it was happening, but it was never looked upon as a good thing. So now that the fact that we're kind of like having these parents of like, hey man, 13, 8th grader, you ever think about holding them back? Maybe go to his true age, give him another year to develop. How has that been?
When it was presented to me, obviously my 17-year-old now got held back. He did 8th grade twice. When it was presented to me, it's like if he goes to college, you want your kid to go to college on a 17-year-old roof or an 18-year-old roof. And now that I'm around kids a lot more in the high school kids and the 14-year-olds, I think the maturity level, it's definitely the physical. Obviously the physical part has a lot to do with it, but the maturity level is everything. Maybe he can handle a math class a little different than but I mean, if I can do it again, I'll do it again. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I wish I did it when I was younger. I mean, I graduated when I was 17. So
I did too.
I wish
That's
it would have
young.
been.
I mean, it's not young, but it's like we have obviously at Birmingham we have a couple of kids that are came in as not holdbacks and they perform well.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not for everybody. I mean, it all lands on the birthday, whatever as well. I think you don't want to be too old when you graduate either.
Yeah.
But I mean, the maturity level has a lot to do with it. If you can play a full year of 14U baseball and swing that BB core bat, and obviously it's like if you're holding back, and I mean, all these kids that get held back, they're that's the first thing I ask. Like, obviously it gets a little personal where it's like, hey, how good of a student is he? And 90% of them, 99 probably, they're great students. It's not the academic part of it. It's the physical part, like, it's more the physical part, like, hey, or he's got to mature, he's got to need one more year under his belt. That's where it hit. That's where it's at.
Yeah. I think you hit the thing is also mentally mature, which I didn't really think about it that way, right? My thing was always physical, but then what was it, a couple of days ago or yesterday, you hit that nail on the coffin where you're like, well, you get one more year of being mature as well. And then you come into high school and you're kind of it's a lot easier to get accustomed to it, which I didn't realize it because I'm like, damn, a 13-year-old going in there, it's a little younger than a 14-year-old.
You're talking about a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old that goes into high school. A campus like Birmingham has over 3,000 students. That lunch, when that lunch bell hits and you see grown men walking around, you're like, oh my God, this campus is huge. You know what I mean? And some of these kids, like, I mean, it's not for everybody, man. It's not, and can the parent afford it? Like, if you do get held back, it's okay. So that full year of getting held back, what are you going to do? Like, what's your plan? What's your plan for him? Like, is he getting homeschooled? Is he going to a core, academy, or is he going to like a baseball academy out there? That there's a few of them out there now in Southern California, and of course, you got to make sure that you got to keep not motivated, but make sure he doesn't do anything that he's not supposed to do for a full year. And that's probably the hardest part. Like, for my kid, he was on a contract his second time. They knew he was going to reclassify 8th grade again or repeat it again. And the minute he screwed up in he was out. So that right there build character. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I can't screw up. I'm on a contract here. If I screw up any academically or during lunch, or if I act a certain way, I'm out. And then the whole holding back deal is out the window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a whole plan behind it. I think you're just hitting the basic points of it and all that. I think there's a lot more that you've explained to parents, right? I think I've talked to Coach Chev as well on that. He's gotten some kids to hold back and all that. So the way you guys present it to these parents is very important because that's how they're going to be able to have that plan after it happens, right? Because all of it goes, okay, I can do it, but then what do I do after that? and it sucks because if you homeschool your kid's home a lot. Those parents may not be able, they're probably working. They may not be able to do these things. Do you have siblings that are gonna be able to do it or not? I think that's it's a big environment thing that parents have to think about. And some of them are not, unfortunately, don't have the resources to do it.
Yeah,
And I think
especially
that's
in our culture. I mean, you tell somebody in our culture like you're gonna get held back, we're gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Like we want kids out of the house.
yeah, yeah,
We want kids out of the house. The earlier, younger you are, the better.
Yep.
Seriously, it's like get out. But it's tough, man. It's not for everybody. And if you didn't get held back, it's not a big deal either. You gotta go roll with the punches at the high school level. And I mean, you saw the weight room the other day with Birmingham. It's like you have your varsity guys that are a lot more mature, and some of those kids are holdbacks that are bigger and stronger than an incoming freshman, and that's the big gap right there that I'm talking about.
yeah,
Where a year of getting held back, you could probably go lift weights. You're gonna work on your craft, and academically, there's nothing to be. You just gotta stay polished up.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, man, I remember being one of those young guys that come in young, skinny, not
Yeah,
strong.
If you have any questions about getting held back, call the hotline at 818.
But
Just
yeah,
kidding.
man,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
it's one of the biggest topics in travel ball, in general, man. I think this is for all the sports, not just in baseball.
course.
It's a big thing that a lot of parents are kind of scared of. But a lot of kids also are kind of like hesitant to do it because the way they feel like they're gonna get looked at, or a lot of times it may come pressure, right? Like, oh, you're older, you're 15, but you're a freshman. Like, you need to come. You should be big. You should be. It's like that. That's necessarily the thing. A lot of it too is all that comes with time, but it's just giving yourself that best opportunity to succeed at the next level. That's all it is.
Facts.
So,
But
but
yeah, man, going back to what team you're landing on, and it would be nice to get to the point in where we're at right now to just play baseball, just play the game, and I feel like our tryouts are pretty well organized. I think next year our Braves tryouts are going to get a lot more organized in the sense of like if we have X amount of kids come out, I don't know, we might even play a scrimmage game because you sometimes pass up kids. We do, and we're not perfect. And I threw that out there on Instagram a couple weeks ago. We're not perfect. We might have passed you up, whatever, or you might have thought you should have been on the better team, quote unquote, on the better team. The way we did our draft this year was a little different than other years, and but we're not perfect, and that. Obviously you see it secondhand, but it's like. Do I feel like some kids got passed up? Absolutely, 100%. I'm throwing that out there right now. Again, I'm not perfect. We're not perfect, but I just can't wait to really start playing games, and especially these Sunday League games where I get to, put a diagram out there like, okay, you're catching inning 1 through 4, and then you got 5 through 7. And then you're playing short inning 1 through 3. You're gonna pitch the 4, or you're gonna sit the 4th, and even like some of these kids are so used to batting on the top 4 on other teams within our program, or not sitting at all. And then the minute they see themselves like, hey, you're not batting in the top 4, or you're gonna sit 2 innings in a row, and sometimes I might do it to see how you react.
correct.
I want to see your reaction, like. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't care about your mom and dad's reaction.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I care about your reaction. Like, I want to see how you react. And, man, wait a minute. I was batting, third for the last 3 years. But now there's obviously competition around you. I want to see how you're going to react when you're batting 7th or 8th.
Yeah, and that's especially at the older ages. It's high school level type of thing. I mean, when you have those inner squads in the fall, and you're battling for positions, you're not gonna be in the first, second, or you might be 8th or 9th. But I mean, shoot, if you're getting those knocks when you need them, when you're getting on base when you need them, it's gonna be shown and be seen. But I think it's character, it's body language that's the most important thing, because we're all gonna hit a slump in baseball. But how are you gonna react while you're doing it? Are you still gonna be a good teammate? Are you still gonna do all this and those things in Sunday League? Right, you might be able to do it where it's like, oh, it's a long game and it feels boring, but are you still locked in? Are you still focused? Are you not playing that game? Are you still locked into the game when you're not playing that inning? Or does your approach change if you go from 1 to 9 now? Right, like from 1, you're whatever approach is this. But then when you're eighth, does your approach still be the same, or is it different now? Like I think those things end up having the players become more athletic
Right.
or more athletes, and they also pick up their baseball IQ because it's a big difference when you're hitting seventh and one. It doesn't mean it's right. Like, you're not supposed to be aggressive or anything. It's a different style of baseball when it's like you're the seventh guy, right? But you have first and second. Are you gonna bunt? Are you gonna be okay with putting the bunt down? Are you gonna be okay with doing hit and run, or do you have your same approach where you go
Right.
hit? You know,
Like I'm gonna use my 13-year-old. He's gonna be 13 next week. As an example, he plays Pop Warner football. It's his third year with the same program. The last 2 years, he's probably had a 500 season or a losing season. And he's like, he jokes about, I'm gonna hit the transfer portal. I want to go somewhere else. And I'm trying to show him that no, man, stick it out. You know what I mean? Like stick it out. You guys will get better. I love the coaches. I love what they do. As far as like the drills and all that stuff, I think they got better this year. But I'm showing him like, no, it's not just because you had a losing season or something didn't go your way as a team or as an individual, you want to go look for the next best thing.
yeah,
No, man, like stick it out. And then we went from Sierra Canyon to Harvard Westlake practicing. That's from one side of the valley to the other side of the valley. And I want to show him that, like, hey, man, like this is what the next level is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't like earn it. I heard his coach say the other day during the powwow at the end, like, now they got to study a playbook. And I love that. It got sent to us. He's got to study the playbook if he wants to play, if he wants to start. We had about 6 kids missing the other day at practice. He said, show up. Make sure you guys show up to practice. Obviously, football, every sport's important, but in football, it's like if you don't know the play,
yeah,
you're not going to play.
You got to know your route. You got to know your
Exactly.
defense assignment.
And I can only worry about him. But what I'm trying to say, it's like, I'm not trying to show him that it's okay to just bounce and bounce and bounce and bounce. I love the fact that they're the LA City Ducks. They got the Oregon colors. And I love the fact that he has in my garage nothing but Oregon colors in there. And he doesn't have all the Pop Warner teams out there.
Yeah, and it makes it easier for you because you just got to buy a couple uniforms, right?
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it. You don't got to go buy a new
But
spirit
you see what I'm trying to say? It's like
these things.
we have tryouts here and we pick and choose kids. We send emails out. They come to our first practice and then they use Brace Baseball Academy as a trial.
Yeah.
Like, nah, this is not a free trial, man. Like, you're either in or you out. And that's why I don't like it. Like, you're not showing your kid anything out there by doing that. Like, what are you doing? Like, you came to try us out? Well, you already know what we're about because you came to our tryout.
Exactly.
Like, it might be your second time trying out for us, and you made it again. And then there's other programs out there that have their tryouts after us, and they're going to go try out that and try out for them and try out for that program. And the word gets around. Social media is everything. And it's like you go and you made that team, whatever tier they call it. Mm-hmm. Well, let us know.
Yeah.
Like, we actually care over here. We're going to reach out to you and be like, hey, are you with us or not?
Like, oh, we've seen you, but then we
How
don't
do you
see
feel
again.
about that?
No, I mean, honestly, it's the commitment part is there's no longer a commitment. Like, I think that's the...
Well, that's what the Cisa Cornejo said. If he gets a kid for 3 years, he's going to be amazed. Like, wow, I got a kid here for 3 years. He didn't hit the transfer portal?
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's true. Like, they always say it's a year-by-year basis, and I think that's sad that it started to become that in child ball. And I get it. Everybody has their reasons, whether it be too far or whatever it is, but I think we've always been able to work it out with everything. I think we've been flexible with a lot of stuff. I think some people have taken advantage of that, 100%. So people try to come and tell us or try to try us what we're doing and how is your guys' amount or what is your guys' plan and all this. And I think that we go and we give this plan out and then people just go, all right, we're out and it can be used against us or whatever. You know how people talk. So
Right.
I think it's unfortunate. And I think it's kind of takes us like, you know what, then we don't want to share it. We don't want to put in the time that we do because we sit here at this office and put all these emails together, look over these things. We have these drafts. We put in so much time and effort into your kid to try to give your kid the best opportunity to succeed within our program, because we believe, and a lot of people know that we've been able to put them to the next level and put them to where they need to succeed at. To come and just go, all right, we're out without even letting us know, that's the worst part for me. At least let us know. At least like, hey man, email, sorry guys, this is unfortunate, it's not working out, we're out. Not just come for 2 days or 2 weeks and be like, and you're out. We're like, hey, have you seen so and so? No. Hey man, we just
it's
it
like,
doesn't make no sense.
you know,
to me.
for our 13s, 14s, anybody out there, you're 13, 14, and you go to a high school, any high school you go to, and you don't show up on a consistent basis, you're not gonna play. And I've said it like, but when the baseball game comes, it cures everything. It's like, oh, we're playing, we're throwing on that uniform, the white pennies, like I'm good. You know, like no man, like actually show up. And you know, I mean, some guys, like I said, you said they do come from afar, and we totally understand that. The commitment level, it's tough for some of these parents, and I'm like, man, like that's awesome that you're coming from far, like that is great. But like, if you are like constantly missing, and not letting us know, not letting anybody know, or if you decide to go to a different program and not letting anybody know, that's not showing your kid anything.
No.
And that your kid's gonna have to talk for himself one day. At the high school level, hey coach, I'm gonna go, you know, to my PT appointment. Like it shouldn't come from the parent. Like I don't call my high school coach like, hey, you know, Drew's gonna miss today because I gotta take him to the doctor. Go like, nah. Like, hey man, it's your responsibility to communicate with your coach. And I'm huge on that. Like that's how you build relationships with these student athletes. You do. You're like, oh hey, you know, what do you got? What do you got for me today? Hey coach, I gotta leave early because X, Y, and Z. Cool. And if I'm the assistant, I'm going to communicate with, not actually helps me, I'm going to go communicate with my head coach. When he says, hey, where's so-and-so at? Coach, hey, he let me know. Yeah. Cool, before he gets punished.
Yeah, and when you're missing things, right, I think we miss the team aspect of things. And when then, I'm going to be honest with you, when you have serious teammates.
But be honest with me, though.
When you have serious teammates out there and they don't see you at practice, they're gonna hold you accountable.
Oh, ask your brother about that.
And if you don't have a good
Let's get him on the line.
If you don't have
to call a hotline.
If you don't have a good clubhouse,
get him on FaceTime.
How are you supposed to win something? I mean, clubhouse is everything, man.
It is.
I mean, it really is. Like if you don't fix your clubhouse in time, your team, you're not gonna win nothing. You're gonna have great stats. You're gonna have all this. Yeah, and then you're gonna get knocked out by that team that is there for each other, doing the little stuff, showing on time, being there every day at practice, or communicating, right? I think that's the biggest thing, and it's been proven within this last couple of years that if you have a terrible clubhouse and you're not out here taking this seriously, or you're not doing these things, you're not showing up to practice or whatever it is, you're not gonna win. And when they go, hey man, why is it that you guys didn't win this year? Right. I don't know, man. The clubhouse wasn't as good as it should have been. And I think that's where, and if we all know, when you say that, you go, oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're a baseball guy or any kind of, if you have a feel for it, you're not going to ask anything else. You're going to be like, gotcha.
Yeah, I think that's
enough.
And even in travel, that creates stuff like that, man. When you have team practices, when you're playing those other national kids or whatever, or teams or whatever.
It's tough though, because like the travel ball stuff, it's like, it's obviously the little brother of high school ball. You know what I mean? The 10-year-olds, 10 through 12 is the little brother of 13s, 14s. You know, 13s, 14s is the little brother of high school baseball. And the high school baseball, if you're in high school, like you're there for X amount of hours, you know, throughout the day. So it's like you can't go anywhere. Your parents are not there to be like, hey, I'm gonna take you to this practice. No, you're already on campus. You know, so it's like show up, but the travel ball, it's tough, man. I've seen some faces out there this past 2 weeks, you know, getting after it. And I'm like, all right, you're getting after it, and everybody hates the hard. I've been saying it the last 2 weeks. Like if it's hard, or if you think it's hard, they want to skip it. That's their first mentality. Like I'm gonna skip this because it's hard. You know, I'm not gonna go to this workout today because it's hard. You know, if it's legs or if it's conditioning, it's hard. You know, no, man, like that's where you really got to show up.
Yeah, and you're testament to that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? Showing up when he don't want to. But at the end of the day, that's how man become man, bro. It's about doing things you don't want to do and you still do it. That's that's how you build young men, right? Like when
Yeah.
you're going and a kid tells you as a parent, hey, man, we're not going. Why? Because I'm sore. Boy, you better get your back over there.
Right.
Just because you don't want to do it doesn't mean that, right? Because when you get there, you have
Yeah.
no choice but to do the work.
Right.
And then when you come out of it, you're all like, oh, man, thank you for getting me there because I got better today.
Look at that. It's a little video of work at that Hardcore Fitness put together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think that, and this is the dopest thing about it, man, is you get these stuff, and she sends out
Look at that. Look
homework.
at that. Ooh.
She sends out
Man.
homework and all that. Hold on. Someone else is coming up right now, though.
Nah, that's it. That
No way.
Yeah. That's a new video. You didn't even
No,
see
because
this one.
that wasn't meant to been
That's a different video. See?
the full one. The full one. My mind was at the end right there like this, like holding his little clipboard. You know,
No,
making sure.
man. No, for
But-
sure. Like, even like holding kids accountable, like, you got to do homework, you know, and do this. And some of these kids, and yeah, tag us on it. I'm pretty sure they're doing it. They just, the confidence level,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then we're
yeah.
going there with it. The confidence level is probably not there yet. Like, are they doing it? I'm sure they're doing it. They just don't want to post it because they, you know, they're probably confidence level like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
Or like they don't feel like, oh, you're not doing it right, or you're not this, that. And it's like, hey, man, we all got to start somewhere. And I think right now it's just like those little kids, man, like they have a lot of energy. They're doing it. They're locked in. I think that's so dope. I think we were seeing it. They're like, hey, dap me up, man. Dap me up. Like, hey, man, good
Yeah.
job. Like, I think that's where you build a community where you're pushing each other and you're, you know, there for each other to go. And I think that's, you know, as coaches showing up and pushing these kids and all that, like it builds that level where it's like, hey, man, you're tough. We can get through some games in 100 or 5-day weekends, 5-day games in one day. Like those tournaments happen. So I think it's cool to see.
Yeah, I agree. We got any questions about holding back?
Or about what team you're on.
Speak away. Now the holding back stuff is, you know, I like talking about it because obviously I did it with my kid, but my younger one got held back because academic reasons. Seriously, like he wasn't ready to move on to the next grade.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a strong believer in like in elementary, like if you're not ready to jump from 3rd to 4th grade, don't do it. Like don't do it. You know, it's tough. Like it really, you know, it could really mess up a kid. But I mean, the holding back stuff, it's real. And, you know, like I'm gonna ask my 13s and 14s in about a month. We're gonna have a meeting, and I want to know what their top 3 high schools are. I'm gonna ask why, and then I'm gonna ask what their 4-year plan looks like in the next 4 years.
Yep.
Because I want them to. There's a perfect fit for everyone at a high school or college. You know, it doesn't have to be 1, 2, or 3 or NAIA. But in high school, there's a perfect high school for you that needs you, or you need them, whatever it is. So I want to ask where they plan to go to, and all right, like stick it out. Don't just leave if something doesn't go your way.
Yeah. No, I
Don't just leave. Don't leave after year 1.
You
You
see
know?
it through.
Yeah, I mean, like, so don't walk into a high school blindside like, oh, I want to go to this high school because it sounds nice, you know, because they got nice uniforms, because they got a nice field, because they travel to Vegas or they travel to Texas. I want to go there for 3 days and that's it. No, like go to a high school, pick a high school, and do your homework on it.
Yeah.
Like what kind of off-season program do they have? You know, do they have a spirit pack? Do they wear team helmets, team cleats? You know, what kind of winter ball schedule do they have? Is it competitive, or do they just play anyone?
Yeah.
So
Or
you're gonna
developing,
walk into a high school and be like, yeah, I want to go to this high school because, you know, I'm gonna get my number. I wear number, you know, 22 for all my youth career, and I'm guaranteed my number, my jersey number. No, man, you're gonna walk into a high school and you might not even get your number.
Yeah.
And how are you gonna react?
Well, that's.
Diablo.
Yeah, I think that's, man. You've hit everything on the nail on the coffee, man. And yeah, Brace Baseball Academy provides that to your parents. And I don't, you know, I'm not gonna say that everybody does that. I don't think everybody does that. But I think that's where we always try to find ourselves different. And
We're unique.
You know, yeah, unique. And applause to you for doing that, man. And you keep coming up with creative ways, and as a program we do to try to help these parents go. And a lot of them are lost, man. And we're here to try to guide them. And you know, that's what happens when you stick it out with us.
And we don't know everything, man. We're definitely not perfect. We make mistakes, and maybe
But we're trying.
our opinion
Okay?
or our experience, I should say. You know, maybe some people will take it for the good or the bad, but run with it. Don't run with it. You know, I like getting on phone calls and parents ask questions, especially with the older ones, like, hey, what high school's out there? And, my kid, you want your kid, if you think your kid's going to be a starting shortstop or a starting catcher as a incoming freshman on the varsity program, then if I were you, I would go do your homework. I would spend every single time and go watch that 3 o'clock game and go follow that high school and see and visualize, like, do you see your kid there already? One, what's ahead of him? What does a JV team look like? Or who's the next guy after that senior or that junior? Is your kid better than him already?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's at.
Yeah.
You're like, man, I want this kid to come here, but my kid's been a catcher his whole life, or he's been a shortstop his whole life. Then do your homework. Do your homework.
That's the biggest thing too. Is like, are you comfortable? Is your kid comfortable enough to play another position if they have to, right? To make the team, or to where if a coach tells you and he's like, hey man, hey, you're good enough to be in this lineup, but the position we have this. Do you want to go play left field? I know you catch. You have 3 more years of doing that, and if something happens, we're gonna put you into line. We'll do this. Are you comfortable doing that, right? And I think the parents and everyone needs to realize that happens a lot, especially if you're good enough to play a freshman VAR. But hey, we need you in the outfield. Are you okay with that? Yeah, coach. Heck yeah, I'm okay with that. But then there's other people that, hey, nah, man, if we go here to this high school, we'll be a catcher right now. Well, then shoot, go ahead, do your homework, right? Don't come in here and then expecting something, and now you get told something different, and you're going, whoa. So I think homework is very important. But like I said, a lot of these families don't know these questions to ask or are afraid to ask. And I think that's when they get that information from you or from us that have that experience, that are well in to give that information out, gives them that confidence to go out there and be like, you know what, maybe, yeah, that sounded good, but I want to go do it here because that's what's best for my kid at this moment.
And if your kid, like, he's an incoming freshman, didn't get held back, hey, kudos to you guys, man. Like, trust me, we have 2 one last year, 1 this year, hopefully, that they might be able to do it. Well, one already proved himself, and the other one might be able to do it, but the league, I mean, we play in a tough league, and we have a tough winter ball schedule, so it's like that's going to show a lot. The maturity level of him, probably seeing, 87, 85, I should probably say, at the high school level, or it's going to move too fast for some of these kids that we might test out this fall, winter at the varsity level. Can they do it or not? I don't care about the 14U stuff. I know you can do it at the travel ball. You've proven yourself to me that you can run, from home to, to second, stand up double, or you can, do all kinds of stuff. Like, yeah, I know that. But the high school stuff, now you're playing against 18-year-olds probably. Now you're playing against men that carry themselves different. The way they walk, the way they, all kinds of stuff with and against, but stick it out. Don't transfer out. Don't transfer out, man. Just because they didn't go your way, don't transfer out. Yeah,
I think, and those are the best stories, man. The guys that have been there behind for 2 years and they come in and boom, start dominating for the next 2 years. I think that's the best story out there, right? We always have those stories where it's like, oh, transferred in, they all came same year and all that. Great. Like I've been a part of that. I've transferred, but it's always whatever reasons you have. But if you have the opportunity to stay there for 4 years and you have it good, you have those things there, you just got to keep working, keep going.
No, you transferred out because you wanted to win a city title.
You're right. And
I did. I mean, your brother had it once, so you're like, man, I got to get one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I was also, I also wanted to play different positions. But, that's but then, like you live and you learn. Like I said, there's other people that have been going through those, like myself, that I got stories for days where it's, stick it out, man, and go there. And if you want a better environment, go ahead and do it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like we're saying, stick it out if you can.
Were you on the national team or which one?
There was no national, no American, no nothing, man. It was just straight teams. And you always want to go beat at that time it was Los Tomateros, bro. So, I mean, they were good.
We got Rocks in the house. I'm going to ask Rocks for some names. Like, yo, Rocks, give me some names. Start naming teams.
The park bums. Yeah, the park bums were there
we're
too,
not even
man.
no park bums, man. Rock was a park bum, but no, we're not going that route. You know what I mean? We might just, I don't know. I gotta come up with some creative name. I might just name a team Brace Ball for a podcast. Like, we're gonna have pretty cool gear.
I mean, shoot, we're getting halfway there, man. I think social media is taking a storm with baseball, and they're putting all the stuff together. And don't be surprised if we start doing it, man.
Yeah.
We got some
No,
things.
man,
Hey, we have a
look.
big announcements coming soon. Big announcements. Not just playing. My fault.
Nah, I'm like, what announcement are you talking about? Wait,
Just gotta put it out there. It's a thing to do now, baby. It's a thing to do now. You know what I mean?
Congratulations out there to everybody with their success, man. Seriously,
Yeah.
and I mean that. Like, it's tough. It's tough. What people think it's easy to do. What people do, what we do, but it's not easy, man. It's not. We might play some kids in the wrong teams, and and that's totally. If we look past some kids, man, I take full responsibility for it. But with that being said, when it's time to work, it's gonna be time to work, and and some kids deserve a shot, and some kids, we passed you up, and you think something's better out there, then hey, man, more power to you.
Hey,
Best of luck.
I honestly wish we were able to hold high school rosters in trouble. Go play with 28 guys, 27. Go have 5 to 10 POs. Have 8 position guys, right? Certain catches, whatever, multiple 2 at each position, and they won't be mad. That'll be the best. People get mad with 15-man rosters.
I'm getting there.
people get mad when you have a 15-man roster.
I'm getting there with our
It's
14,
like,
man.
golly, I think we should start doing that. Just go, you know what? Let's go make a high school level roster, 20 guys, 7 POs. And are you okay with that? Let's go all be one national team.
But that's where the Sunday League hits, man. That's where the Sunday League. You don't just, as a coach, you don't just sign these kids up for Sunday League or play. Not even Sunday League. You go play some practice games. Where you have that relationship with that coach and be like, hey, let's go play 9 innings or 2 hour and 30-minute. No matter what, you're playing 9 innings, and now the day before, you should be fired up in the sense of like, I'm really gonna get to see this kid pitch for 2 to 3 innings, and if he gets shellacked, man, now you just make a note of it, mental note, and you write it down. On this date, this kid gave up 5-6 runs, walked the house. His body language was terrible, and then you keep that with you, and then the following outing, if he has another bad one or a good whatever it is, and you see how he reacts to it, he's riding that roller coaster. When he does bad, it's when he does good, hey coach, did you see that? But you always remind him, like, I get it. You had a great outing, but hey man, on this day you had a bad outing and you showed your body language is terrible.
Yeah. So is this how it's gonna be?
So then here come tournament time. Do you trust the kid or not?
Yeah.
And that's where it's at. Because tournaments, like I said, you're guaranteed 3 games for the most part. And in those 3 games, you're not gonna play
Or you with the time
20
limit.
something innings.
Yeah,
you're
time
not.
limit. You might not even get
Time
the full
limit.
7.
If you mercy them, they mercy you. How are you gonna manage that?
Yeah. And I think that's where parents got to understand too, and us coaches got to go. Hey, Sunday League gives us all an opportunity to see what this team is.
We gotta
made of.
coach parents as well. We gotta tell them what the whole Sunday League is about, or the whole practice game is. What are you trying to get out of it? You know what I mean? We gotta be like nothing but straight up with these parents, especially at the older level.
Yeah, honest and give
Or
them
with
the,
these
give them
kids,
the picture.
with these kids, like, hey man, like, can you catch 1 through 4? You're gonna catch a guy that his ball runs this way, does that. Are you able to block? Are you gonna call timeout when especially on pitch comm? Like, you're gonna hear it from me when the good and the bad. Can you handle that or not?
Yeah. No, I think.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
Fired
I am
up.
Too. I am too.
We got practice. We got practice in 20 minutes.
I've never been so fired up to go play Sunday League before. I get to. I haven't coached at the older ages in a while, so I'm excited for that too.
Yeah.
I get to go do the hit and runs. Get to do all that
Exactly.
fun stuff, man.
Episode 51, sponsored by
51.
Wingstop.
Sponsored by Wingstop.
Yeah.
I ate one wing, but
I'm
it's
digging
okay.
these cameras. Thank you, Wingstop. We appreciate you for donating these cameras. These are great, Lira. Can't believe you made it happen. Wingstop down the street from us.
Yeah. No, that's at the end of the day, we'll make it work when we get it, and we always make it work.
You got anything else? We're good.
Nah, yeah.
Part 4 with Rockstar Royal coming up soon. Part 4.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, honestly, I mean, shoot. That's
ahead.
another one, too, right there that we can talk about, 15, 14-year-olds, hold bags, and how it is over there, and dude, guys facing 14-year-olds facing 18-year-olds, like that's how.
Yeah, I mean, he's not.
Like,
We're not gonna hold guys back over where he's at. Like,
nah,
we're gonna.
You're going forward.
Yeah, we're going forward. Like, man,
and you're jumping 3
you
years.
imagine
ahead,
holding
right?
Pacheco back?
Sheesh.
He'll be city player of the year the 4 years in a row.
He could go from 88 to 92.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I
96.
mean. Like, nah, man, we gotta hit that. Like,
but it's about developing as well. Rox always mentions it's about developing these players from raw talent. I think that's really important, and knowing what to do with them when you have them.
Yeah,
it's the biggest thing too.
For sure, man. Show them the Wingstop. Show them it's sponsored by Wingstop. Show them.
Wingstop? Let me see.
Show, eat that bread. Eat that bread and chicken.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing too.
Oh man, episode 51. Call a hotline 818. Lira, what's your number?
Hey, and don't be scared either.
Yeah,
don't be scared to call.
All right, man.
We're here.
Episode 51.
All
right.
Thank you guys. Hey,
we out.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button. All that is for free. Come support. Appreciate you guys. And now we out.
We out.